Hey everyone, Storm Team meteorologist Jason Myers here. What a day yesterday. What a way to end the month of June. A very violent day. We had that moderate risk yesterday and it got expanded in the afternoon, and rightfully so, because we saw some really nasty weather across a good portion of the middle of the country. Storm reports spanning from Nebraska all the way into parts of Indiana, Ohio, and Michigan. Another little hot spot in the panhandles of Oklahoma and Texas with quite a bit of wind, some hail, a few isolated tornadoes. It doesn't sound like those tornadoes did a lot of damage. It sounds like most of the damage came from these nearly 300 wind reports across the country. In fact, there is now talk that this could have been a derecho event. Crews are heading out from the National Weather Service, I know in Chicago, and I'm sure they're heading out in other offices as well today to check the damage. Things will be put together later today and we'll find out whether or not that was a derecho situation. I looked at some of the wind reports and we had some winds upwards of 70 miles an hour as far east as South Bend, Indiana. So this is a possibility. We could be looking at a derecho, but we won't know for certain until those crews head out a little later today. Speaking of today, just a slight risk. Yesterday we had the big red bullseye over the middle of the country. Today, just a slight risk spanning from upstate New York all the way back through the Ohio Valley and into the Ozarks, northern Arkansas, southern Missouri right there. Seeing that slight risk. Biggest threat once again is going to be some wind. And then there's also a potential for hail. That risk area shifts just ever so slightly. And then a very, very small chance for tornadoes. We're really looking at a straight line wind event during the day today. And it looks like it's going to occur. So things will start to fire up in Arkansas and Missouri this afternoon. And then as the evening arrives in the late overnight, we're going to see storms tracking right along this path where you're seeing that slight risk. In fact, the things putting this into motion is the same thing that we saw yesterday. Looking at the upper levels of the atmosphere, we have that cape, a lot of instability building into the southeast and starting to work its way into the Midwest. A large upper level low over parts of Canada in that trough digging deep down, and as a result we have out ahead of it, we're going to see some storms firing up, and those upper level winds are really cooking, so that's only going to encourage stronger winds throughout the day today. As for the forecast models, you can see we have that frontal boundary that spans all the way from, well, right in between Michigan and New York right there, and spans through the Ohio Valley into back into the plains. And watch as we put this into motion, everything starts to fizzle out a little bit from what we're seeing this morning, but then we see that redevelopment just outside of St. Louis. It looks like to the southwest of St. Louis this afternoon. This is the early afternoon. Then as we get later in the day, more and more of those storms start to fire up, and I don't think this is going to be a big widespread event like we saw yesterday, more of a scattered rain and thunder event, but we will see some of that severe weather throughout the day today. Thanks for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel. I know we are looking at our first tropical storm as well. That could be happening later today. I'm going to have another video for that, so check that out as well. It will be Tropical Storm Arthur. Could potentially be the first hurricane as well. I'll have more on that. Just subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time.